And the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons is at the Louis Edet House to receive this cache of firearms and ammunition recovered from the criminal elements.
For those that will add value to your operational capability, to be handed over back to you so that you can use it to enhance your operational capability, so that you can also, through that effort, retrieve more illicit weapons.
The coordinator of the center assures that appropriate litigation will be carried out on those that have been found to be associated with the importation and circulation of these illicit weapons in the country. Francis from NTA News.
Similarly, with the Nigeria police force deploying more than 300,000 personnel to cover the general elections, Nigerians are being assured of adequate protection before, during, and after the conduct of the 2023 general elections. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, who says this at the State House executive briefing of the press, explained that the police are not unaware of the challenges threatening the hitch-free conduct of the coming elections. The police and other security agencies, he said, are strategizing to counter the threat for a smooth conduct of all elections in the country. Identified possible challenges including the continuous and targeted attacks on INEC facilities, activities of terrorists, bandits and secessionists, those attempting to advance political interests through violation of the Electoral Acts, hate speech and many other violations.
In trouble areas in the northeast, southeast, etc. To deepen intelligence activities to proactively respond to threats wherever it may occur. 3, continue to synergize with the military, the intelligence community, and all other security agencies towards presenting a common front in the election security governance plan. It is belief and conviction that the Nigerian military, the Nigeria police, and all other security agencies will collectively collaborate, synergize, and cooperate in policing the 2023 general election in order to ensure that a free, fair, and credible election takes place in Nigeria.
State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports that the Inspector General of Police was guest at the 66th edition of the weekly press briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team. Let's look at political campaigns now. Nigeria's political bigwigs should encourage behavior devoid of violent antagonism to allow the country's democracy grow. APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu said this during his courtesy call on Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State before the APC presidential and governorship campaign rally in Ibadan. Musbaud and Wahab reports.
After an initial postponement, the APC presidential campaign train was finally in the pace-setter state to convince the more than 3.2 million registered voters here for support. The rally turned out to be a carnival as party loyalists gave an expression to their optimism with their turnout, welcoming their presidential candidate at the iconic Makbo Square. The long wait was not in vain as Asiwaju presented the APC governorship candidate in Oyo State, Teslim Folarin, with enthusiastic supporters confident that the party is in for good show at the polls next week. His Excellency, Asiwaju. The APC presidential candidate took his mission to Governor Seyi Makinde on courtesy call, calling for peace across political divides.
It's about time we look at politics from different prisms and remove all antagonistic behaviors from the surface of it.
The governor A member of a PDP G5 commented on the stand of his group.
The G5 and the Integrity Group were saying that, look, if we have to choose between the unity of this country and our political aspirations, we will choose the unity of this country. If the country does not survive, then we don't have, the political parties will fade away.
The Tinubu Shetima campaign team also had a meeting with traditional rulers from across the southwest. Oyo State is one that got away from the APC last time, and so the party will hope to recover it in the next context. From Ibadan, Musbao and Wahab, NTA News.
And elsewhere, Nigerian women and youth will have a better opportunity to enjoy programs and projects that will impact positively on their socio-economic lives with Atiku Abubakar as president of Nigeria. The wife of the PDP presidential candidate, Rukaya Atiku Abubakar, stated this while flagging off empowerment for women as part of campaign activities in Dutse, Jigawa state capital. Ibrahim Bello has more.
The People's Democratic Party women campaign team, both at the national and state level, were in Jigawa in continuation of the PDP presidential rally led by Rukaya Atiku Abubakar in company of wives of Ibrahim Shekaru, Muntari Shagari, Samini Traki, among others. The wife of PDP presidential candidate Rukaya Atiku Abubakar says Jigawa state is a PDP state and Nigeria under Atiku will witness transformation in all spheres and provide a better life, especially for women and youths.
Support my husband so that women and youth will have a better life through policies and programs to explore their potentials.
The wife of Jigawa State PDP gubernatorial candidate Mustafa Sule Lamidu, state women leaders and other women groups describe Atiku Abubakar as a catalyst for women development with clear model of how to change the nation's narrative, especially in critical sectors of the economic life. The PDP presidential candidate wife, Rukaya Atiku Abubakar, flagged up distribution of empowerment for Jigawa women. In Dutse, Ibrahim Bello, NTA News.
Still on youth and politics, the need for youth to be actively involved in political activities intensifies as national politics gain momentum prior to the 2023 general elections. According to INEC, resident Electoral Commissioner Kogi State Hale Gabriel Longpet, this will allow youth in the nation to be part of decision-making. Francis Udojo reports that the INEC commissioner said this at a one-day sensitization exercise in Lokoja.
The concern is the constant low participation by youths in political activities, especially in areas of elective positions and actual voting. Sadly, youths are oftentimes involved in political thuggery and violence, which informed the decision by the organizers to address the abnormality. They are also interested in promoting youth involvement in all political activities and election security in Kogi State.
Basically, this program is for us to enlighten and train young people. Various youth organizations, they are here. Political party youth leaders are also here for them to learn and also to interact and to network so that we can have the better Nigerian we all want.
Kogi State INEC Resident Electoral Commissioner Hale Gabriel Longpet, while addressing the youths, said INEC as electoral umpire will provide a level playing field for all contestants of the various political parties in a free, fair and credible manner.
The decision you take today affects us and the next generation after us. So I would urge you, not only would you want to be part and parcel of the political process for 2023, but let it be the trigger for subsequent involvement at all levels.
Regulations and guidelines for the conduct of the 2023 general elections was the title of a paper delivered by Hamza Aliyu. Other speakers at the forum were representatives from the National Orientation Agency and youth leaders from political parties, among others. Some of the participants commended the organizers, saying the workshop is timely. Youths gradual involvement in mainstream politics of the nation, many believe is an indication of hope for a better future. From Lokoja, Francis Sudojo, NTA News.
Time for a break. Panorama continues thereafter in our Maiduguri Network Center with UNICEF. Thank you for watching.
The Nigerian electoral system is seemingly simple, yet may be complicated for some.
It's for them to come and tell us what they have.
Running an election is equivalent to what? A job application.
I want him to identify the issues plaguing the common Nigerians.
PDP should focus on PDP and APC should focus on APC.
Let's show you what an election is all about as Nigerians pick the next president, governors and legislators. We interrogate their plans, question the rationale and review the prospects. Join us on the ballot.
Hello and welcome to Maiduguri. The orderly and successful mock accreditation exercise in Borno has raised the hope and confidence of people in Borno State for free, fair and peaceful general elections using the new technology of biomodal voters accreditation system, BVAS. This is in addition to normalcy taking root in many areas and the prospects of the polls taking place in resettled communities. Pauline Gujivana sorts the views of some stakeholders and electorates on their expectations for the 2023 general elections.
Intensive sensitization by the electoral umpire and stakeholders in Borno has led to a remarkable improvement in the awareness level of electorate on the use of bimodal voters accreditation system, BVAS, thereby recording success in the mock accreditation done in a peaceful atmosphere.
This 2023 election promises to be a free and fair one. In the past, we've had serious cases of manipulation because things are done manually.
We have our voters card and we are ready to vote peacefully.
Aside the increased polling unit to 312 in order to decongest and ease voting processes, INEC in Borno also employed the services of security agencies for cover in a security compromised areas.
All of us have a covenant to Nigeria that 2023 general election shall be peaceful and that the Operation Hadenkai shall achieve its mandate.
Okay.
Because Borno is a peculiar environment, unlike other states.
However, rigorous publicity is ongoing by INEC and will continue up to the election periods for voters to know where they have been migrated to, taking into consideration proximity of the voting centers. In Maiduguri, Pauline Kujavana, NTA News.
Well, to discuss more on the preparation of 2023 general elections, I'm being joined by the head of voter education and publicity, INEC Borno State, in the person of Shaibu Ibrahim Maina. Shaibu Ibrahim Maina, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, with the introduction of BVAS in this year's election, do you think the electorates are properly sensitized on its usage?
Yes, the electorate are properly sensitized. Reports we are getting from radio phone-in programs, from other media, really indicates that the electorate are sensitized, they are informed. They know that the general election for 2023 is going to be different from other elections because of the BVAS. In fact, sometimes some of them used to exaggerate the BVAS, trying to say it is electronic voting, which I emphasize it is not electronic voting. And the Commission has made a lot of sensitization. Also, we thank our non-governmental voter education providers. They have done a lot of sensitization in the streets, in marketplaces, traditional institutions, and other remote areas, which the Commission is grateful, especially voter education providers in Borno State.
So what is INEC doing in terms of sustaining security during the polls, especially with hopes to conduct the exercise in Brittany and as well as resettled communities in Borno State?
Okay, on security, the INEC used to have a meeting which is called Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. Actually, this meeting comprises all security parastatals in the Borno State, and we used to meet regularly. Actually, we had the meeting last 2 days ago, and the security personnel, all of them, assured us of a hitch-free elections, and they are guaranteeing safety of materials, our personnel, and also the electorate. On resettled and returning communities, we have consulted a lot with the security agencies and other relevant stakeholders as per situation of the security of those returning and resettled communities, and they have given us a lot of input on it, and we have also met with critical stakeholders for that community, and we have agreed on locations where elections are going to be carried out. We have all agreed on that, and all of them were very successful, and we are assured that the elections are going to be hitch-free and it is going to be okay.
Okay, what is the level of preparedness in terms of mobilization of manpower, materials, and logistics across the state, more especially hard-to-reach communities?
The preparation is in top gear. All our sensitive materials have been moved to the local government INEC offices. Our non-sensitive materials, that is, have been moved to the local government INEC offices across the state. The sensitive materials are in Central Bank of Nigeria, and we are making preparations for deploying them to the local government INEC offices, and then eventually to the registration areas, and where it is going to be distributed to the personnel who are going to the polling units. The movement of the non-sensitive materials will commence on Friday morning, and then the distribution to polling unit will commence early on Saturday by 8 o'clock. All personnel in the polling unit are expected to be ready for elections.
Okay, so what are your expectations from the citizenry generally with regards to the 2023 general elections? Less than 1 week to go.
Our expectation from the citizenry, as we know, the Commission is poised to provide free, credible, fair, peaceful, and all-inclusive elections. These are our expectations from the citizenry. That is, the citizenry should key in to this expectation of INEC, and we are also requesting that in case of any untoward behavior, the citizenry should do it as a duty upon themselves to report anything that will jeopardize this election to the security or the INEC officials. We are counting on them. We are going through this thing together. We cannot do it without the citizenry. We are asking for their preparations for this general election.
Okay, so is there any new development that the electorate should know?
As it is now, we are having training of our presiding officers and assistant presiding officers. We are also pasting the list of voter register in each polling unit. So we are asking every voter to go and check the polling unit before the election day, so that he'll make sure his name is in the register for that very particular polling unit.
Okay, we have to stop. That was the head of voter education and publicity, INEC Borno State, Shaibu Ibrahim Maina. And moving on, arrangements have been concluded for the commencements of the 2023 general elections, with modalities put in place for all Borno citizenry to exercise their civic duties without any hindrance. Memuna Garba tells us more.
The Flying Eagles of Nigeria observed its preparatory protocols Friday in Egypt ahead of the Under-20 AFCON scheduled to commence on Sunday with different training sessions. The team's first match is against Senegal on Sunday. In cycling, Team Nigeria to the first Confederation of African Cycling Paracycling Road Championship holding in Ghana has done the country proud, winning its first gold medal in the individual time trial. Blind cyclist Oyindamola Abdullahi and the pilot ran 29.14 seconds in the Class B category to beat host Ghana to the gold. The president of the federation expressed satisfaction with the performance of the team. In golf, debutant Chigozie Awuna beat all other contenders to win the net prize of the 2023 Lady Captain Day Tournament of Ikoyi Club Ladies subsection after paying off handicap 35 and a net score of 69. Linda Obieze was the gross winner with handicap 14 and gross score of 87. Past captain Lola Ajibola emerged overall best in the order of merit event.
I didn't know it's coming. We are just playing, doing it as if nothing.
I am so excited and fulfilled. And then introduction of technology into the game of golf.
In another news, to continue the development of the culture of long-distance running in Nigeria, about 30,000 runners across the country and beyond are expected to feature at the maiden edition of Abuja International Marathon, scheduled for April 29, 2023. Organizers of the event revealed in Lagos that the race will be in 3 categories.
But we also sensitizing the youth from primary and secondary school level, teaching them about healthy lifestyle.
And you see, we know the requirements to get a label, and I can assure you that all